to invite you to a comfortable seat. That can be cross-legged, that can be sitting on your heels. I'm going to sit on my heels this morning. None better than the other, but as I'm learning, I'm continuing training right now. I'm working on my 500-hour certification, and you kind of always pick up little things here and there. And they may seem small, but they can really make an impact, or they can really just, I find the more simple it is, almost the more profound it is to me. So I feel like for me, the progression in yoga is to simplify my life, within myself, within my thinking. So again, simple little nuggets of wisdom really kind of hit home with me. So your cross-legged seat or your sitting posture as we begin practice is meant to be steady and comfortable so that you can find alignment, right? We're finding alignment physically, we're finding alignment energetically, and really the reason for alignment is because things flow. If there are blockages and obstacles, it's a lot harder for things to flow. Energy to flow, breath to flow, movement to flow. So we're really here to find and create alignment. Again, energetically, physically, mentally, bringing the breath in the body in alignment, bringing the mind and the body into alignment. So really just kind of lining things up, right? Nice and neat and steady and stacked. So that we can lengthen, we can expand that way. Energy and guidance, maybe even, and creativity and manifestation can flow within us, from ideas down to manifestation and back up. So again, whatever seated position feels good to you this morning, feel free to close your eyes. Drop those shoulders. And we're going to start. We're going to do a little roll, and I love the way that Janelle leads this in her restorative. And we kind of start with just really the shoulders. So we're going to raise them up. We're going to raise them up to the ears. Really pull them back behind you to the spine, and then let them melt down your ribs. It's just a way to really open up and drop those shoulders back where they need to be. Sitting up nice and tall, draw that belly button in towards the spine and reach up tall through the crown of the head as you ground and root down through whatever is connecting to the floor. We're going to start the breath in through the nose, all the way into the base of the belly, expanding the ribs, lifting the collarbones, and exhale. Release the collarbones, the ribs, and the belly button, up and in towards the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Continuing this breath, I invite you to focus where the air enters and exits the nose. Bring your mind right to this point. If you discover tension in your body, just let it wiggle out, let it go. Feel the connection of your sit bones to the earth, or in sitting on your heels, the sit bones to the heels to the earth. Feeling length in your spine. Starting to open up the chest and the collarbones. So draw those shoulders back. And again, we're just finding the subtleties of alignment within the body as we find the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. If you're open to it this morning, I would like to play with a little pranayama, which is breath work. And this one isn't too difficult, and it's a really nice balancing, not only of the two halves of the brain, but of both sides of the body and your mind and your energy. So placing two fingers kind of on that third eye, and we're going to use the thumb and the ring finger. And you're going to just press in one side of the nose and then the other. And I'm going to talk you through it. So you can start with the fingers on the third eye. We're going to close off the right nostril with your thumb. And as you do, you're going to breathe in through the left. Close off the left and breathe out the right. Breathe in through the right side. Close off the right and breathe out through the left. Inhale left. Closing at the top of the breath, exhale out the right. Relax the shoulders. Inhale right. Close it off, exhale left. Inhale left. Close it and exhale right. I think you've got it. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Closing, exhale right. A few rounds without me speaking. Inhale right. One more round through. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Release the nostrils and exhale through both. Deep inhale. Exhale it out completely. Very beautiful. Bring the hands to heart center. This pranayama is called Nadi Sodhana, and it's a practice of breathing and balancing. You can practice it on your own at any time. It helps to bring calm and peace, and with that balance and harmony. Inhale, float the arms up. Feel free to gaze up towards the thumbs, opening the throat. Exhale, chin to the chest, hands down. Inhales up. Exhale down. Inhales up. Exhales down. Beautiful. I'm going to invite you to sitting on your heels. Just take a moment to move there. If you want to prop between your ankles and the floor, or your heels and your sit bones, you can use a blanket or a pillow. Just giving yourself a little cushion. Good morning. And we're going to inhale. Inhale, sweep it up, just to give you a couple warm-ups here. And on the exhale, we're going to fold over into child's pose. Tuck the arms back, lengthen out. Inhale, rise up. Not to overarch the spine, draw the belly button in so we're nice and tall. Exhale, fold it over, long over the legs. Crown of the head reaching forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, belly to the legs, heart towards the earth, head to the floor. Inhale, rise up, strong core, lift it. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, rise. Starting to move from our center, exhale, fold. once more. Beautiful morning. Plant your right hand down. Inhale up through those left fingers. Take it over to the right. Just notice a little different stretch if you normally do this in Sukhasana. Easy seat, cross-legged. Reach down through that left hip and sit bone. Reach through the left fingers. Inhale it up tall. Take that right arm up to meet the left. Exhale, left arm down. Reach through the right arm. Exhale it over to the left. Ground through the right sit bone. Reach through the right fingers. It's probably one of my favorite warm-up stretches. There's so much that happens in our side bodies that we don't realize. Keeping that heart forward. Maybe you look up past your elbow while you continue to breathe. Melting on the exhales. What happens in the side bodies, the ribs? Inhale it up, sweeping that left arm up to meet it. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale up. Take a little back bend here at the top. Exhale to fold all the way over, child's pose. Remaining here for a few breaths. While you're folded over here in child's pose, lengthening belly across the thighs, opening the lower back space and breathing into the back side of your ribs. Just take a minute to go in. We've gathered this morning. We've balanced through a little calming breath of Nadi Sodhana. In the inhales and the exhales, we are flowing, we are bowing, we are offering humble gratitude for another beautiful day, another opportunity to create and be and even do. Beautiful. From your child's pose, feel free to take the knees wide, big toes remain touching. Walk those hands forward, stretching out on your mat. Letting the heart melt through, connecting the forehead or the chin, sinking through the hips. Walk it over to the right. We're continuing to open those side bodies and the back. Taking those arms over to the right side. Breathing into the left ribs. Breathing into the hips. Walk it through center and over to the left. Breathing into the right side body. Walk it through center. As you find calm, we're going to thread the needle here in child's pose. We're going to combine a couple postures. I'm just going to turn onto my mat here. So with knees apart, sweep that left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle to the right. Take that shoulder down out of your ear. The right arm can reach long overhead, can remain right here to give yourself a little extra twist. Rotation of the spine, or you can slide that hand on your back. Just seeing what you want to add in today. Lengthening, reaching through the crown of the head and back through the tailbone. We're going to add in the neck here, so only if it's comfortable. We're going to rotate to the other cheek, so we're going to look to the left. Good. Looking back to the right, we'll start to move out of the posture. Pressing through that right arm, sweep the left arm up and through. Exhale, bring it down. Good. Long spine. Inhale, lift that right arm. Open up the chest. Exhale, thread the needle. Shoulder down out of the neck. Playing with your left hand extended or on the back, or remaining in your twist and looking to the right. Take that shoulder out of the neck. Releasing any tension that you find. Let go of holding, trying, forcing. Looking back to the left. Sweep that right arm up and through. Bring it down. Walk those hands forward, bringing the knees underneath the hips. Setting up for tabletop. Good. Couple cat and cows here this morning. Let's go for about 5. Just getting nice and warmed up. So make each one count here. Inhale, looking forward. Breathing in, opening the ribs, lifting the tail. Exhale, chin to the chest, round it up. Inhales, look forward. Shoulders back, heart lifts. Exhale. Strong arms, long arms, pressing into the earth. Shoulders move back on the inhales. Exhales, press the arms into the earth. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, round it up. Maybe you press into the low back. Inhale, last one. Really breathe in deep. Exhale it out. Beautiful. Coming to neutral spine. Extend that right leg straight back, parallel to your hips. Point the toes down. Draw those toes towards your shin. And just keeping that hip level to the ground, that foot level. No need to lift it too high. Good. Balancing on your right hand, we're going to extend the left arm forward. So draw the belly button up and in, working on a little core strength and balance. Gazing straight down or slightly forward on your mat. Draw those shoulders back. Hip into its socket and reach through that back heel. Continue to breathe nice and steady. So let's take that information I shared at the beginning about being steady and comfortable, not only in our first posture, but in all of our postures. So let go of trying, pushing, and forcing. And let yourself sink in, settle in, and become comfortable. Good. We're going to do a little movement here. So on the inhale, take the left arm to the left, right leg to the right. Take it forward, inhale. Exhale, take them out to the side. 1 more. Sweep it back. Good. Bend that knee. See if you can reach back, grab the foot or the ankle. Lift through the heart. Just a little back bend. A gentle little kick. Lifting your heart. Lifting that foot. Good. Release and extend. Elbow to knee underneath the body. Exhale, round it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Few more. 2 more. Last one. Extend it out. Hand down, knee down. Take it back for child's pose. Move into deep exhalations as it feels good. Roll the wrist if you need to. Taking 1 more breath here. Bring it up into tabletop, preparing for the other side. Extend the left leg back. Good morning. Beautiful. When you feel balanced here, weight into the right knee and left hand. Extend the right. Breathe. Your left hand grounded. Fingers are spread. Weight is out of the wrist. Draw that belly button up and in. And finding a steady, comfortable breath. Take a big inhale. We're going to open up arm and leg. Inhale it forward. Good. Exhale, open it to the side. Inhale forward. One more. Exhale it out. Inhale. Beautiful. Reach back. Grab that foot or ankle. Lift. Kick gently. Lift the heart. Opening that shoulder. Balance. Good. Extend it out. You're doing great. Exhale. Elbow to knee. Round it up. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Breathe into any fire you're feeling. Breathe into anything that you're feeling. I really want you to breathe into it. Any sensations, any warmth. A couple more of these. Inhale it out. Never breathe through pain. Never go into pain. Last one. Hug it in. Elbow to knee. Keep it there. Extend it out. Bring the hand down. Bring the knee down. Child's pose. Sink it back. Finding those deep exhales. Releasing wherever you need to. Physically, in the breath, mentally. Let go of thoughts that hold you back. The I can'ts, I never have, I never will. Let's let go of those today. Sink it down. Inhale, bring it forward, tabletop, curl the toes, downward facing dog on the exhale. Melt the heels. Take time to really walk it out. Soften at the ankles. Bend the knees slightly. We want to address the deep muscles of the calf as well. So we want to hit both. Good. Take time to melt the heart back. Soften the knees. Good. Take a really long inhale up the spine, out the tailbone. And as you exhale, bring it forward into plank pose. Feel free to move the hands. Come to the tops of the feet, melt the hips down. Upward facing dog. Strong arms. Lift the belly button into plank. Feel free to go ahead and curl the toes. Send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg nice and high. Exhale, step it through. Rise up on the inhale, high lunge. Straight up through the fingertips. Hips grounding towards the earth. Melt the shoulders, lift the heart. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Plant the right foot, inhale left. Exhale, step it through. Runner's lunge, set it up. Inhale, high lunge. Lifted heart, reach back through the heel. Reach through the fingers. Drop those shoulders. Again, find that easy, comfortable, steady space in your posture. Beautiful. This time, plant the hands, step the back foot forward. Inhale, half lift, tabletop. Extend the spine. Bring the weight forward into the toes and a softness to the knees. Exhale, fold. Let it go. Uttanasana, hands to the ground, release the head. Bring the weight forward, softness to the knees. Belly button to the spine. Reverse the swan dive all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Interlace the fingers at the top, hug the ears between the arms, lean to the right. Take it to center. Exhale, lift. Up through center, reach through the feet, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, fold at the hips. Let go of the head, belly button to the spine. Soft knees, balanced weight in your feet. Heels to toes and right to left. Inhale, flat back, uncurl the heart. Hands to shins, feet, or fingers to the floor. Peek forward. Exhale, let it go. Right foot steps back, straight back, about 1.5 to 2 feet. So if you had lines on your mat, you'd be on 2 parallel lines. So we stay under the hips. Good. Inhale to lengthen. Maybe you need blocks, books, something to kind of put your hands on. That's perfect. Exhale, fold, nose to shin. Relax the shoulders. Balance the hips by drawing this front hip back and bringing this back hip around so that we can balance right here. Let go of the head with each breath, belly button to the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Bring it forward into plank. Exhale, lower through. Feel free to bring the knees down. Good. Belly button to the floor, tops of the feet. Inhale up, cobra. Relax the glutes. Elbows in and shoulders are down. Good. Reach through the crown of the head. Plant through the hands. Softness through the hips. Release. Curl the toes. Reverse the push-up by drawing the belly button to the spine. The elbows hug the ribs. Press. Send it back, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Beautiful. Looking forward, walk to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Reverse the swan dive all the way up. Take it up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Beautiful. Bring it to center. Exhale and fold. Softness to the knees. Fold at the hips. Let it go. Inhale, half lift. Bring it forward. Exhale, fold. Stepping back with the left foot, 1.5 to 2 feet. This is pyramid pose. So your back foot, the foot may be angled slightly to the left. Just finding balance. You can always widen your stance from right to left if you want more of a foundation. Exhale, fold. Release the head, release the hands. I've played around with this a little bit. If you want a little bit more in your posture, just more of a challenge or work on balance, you can take your left hand back to your left thigh or knee. If you want a little bit more, so you can take that right hand back. So we're just working on the balance, gazing at your toes. Release the hands down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it into plank. Good. Take a moment here. Press it forward, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Soften the belly, soften the glutes. Back, back. Curl the toes, belly button in, elbows in, reverse the push-up. Send it back, downward facing dog. Shoulders away from the ears. See if you can melt those heels to the floor, one at a time, bending the other knee deeply. Beautiful. Finding balance between the feet. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Grounding through the fingertips. Exhale, melt the heels, bend the knees, lift the tailbone. Looking forward, you can walk, step, or hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the weight forward. Good. Reverse the swan dive all the way up. into the right foot. We're gonna work on balance here. Okay, weight is in the right foot. Beautiful. Pick this left leg up. Thigh parallel. Okay. Right hand to the left knee. Open up left hand to the back of the room. You can continue to look forward to begin. Good. Belly button up and in, shoulders are relaxed. You may change your gaze, your drishti, your focal point to the left or the left thumb. It may be wiggly or wobbly, and that's okay. We're just trying, practicing, experiencing. If you want a little bit more, you can extend that left leg forward. And again, more does not mean better, just another option. Good. Bend that knee, lift up tall through the crown. Bring that hand around to the front. Kick that leg forward. We're going to place that ankle on the right knee, melting into single leg chair. I'm going to turn sideways. So that tailbone reaches to the back of the mat. We don't curl. We've got a nice long spine lifted through heart center. Good. We're going to keep going if you're ready. Inhale, lift the hands. Lift the foot. Send that foot to the back for high lunge. Take a moment, get the foot where you want it. Good. Okay, a little twist. Exhale the hands down. Planting the left hand. Taking the right hand to the sky. Extending fingertip to fingertip. Open the heart space. Hug the hips together behind you. Reach through the crown all the way to the heel. We're opening up pathways of energy, opening up physical pathways. Beautiful. We're going to take another breath here. If you want to go into twisted prayer, high lunge, elbows stack, rotate, shoulders down and back. Again, just an option. Beautiful. Plant the hands, step it back, plank. Take a moment to lift the right toes. Keep breathing. Lift the left toes. Good. Lower through. Take a moment here. Let's move into locust pose. Start a little strengthening of the back. Extend the arms out to a T. Release the chin. Soften the glutes. Take a breath all the way in, all the way out. Inhale, lift. Find the breath. Soften the face. Release down. Hands come in, curl the toes, reverse the push-up. Send it back. Melt those heels, let go of the head. Let downward dog become a resting pose. Let it be a place where you release. Let it be a place where you find comfort. Beautiful. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Bring it forward. Exhale, let it go. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg. Drop those shoulders. Lift through the heart. Good. Left hand to the right knee. Open up the right arm. Let the rotation happen not only here at the shoulder, but all the way here in the lower back, the mid-back. Our spine was meant to rotate in certain parts of our spine. Can move the drishti. Taking it slow. You can extend the leg. Breathe. Bring the gaze forward. Kick that leg out if you haven't and extend the arms beside the ears. Good. Ankle onto the left knee, hands to heart center. Tailbone reaching back. Getting into that hip, just let it go, let it soften. Find something in front of you that's not moving to look at. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up, leg up, step it back, high lunge. If it's not quite where you want it, wiggle that toe back. Lift up through the lower tummy. Melt the shoulders, lift the heart, and breathe. You're doing a beautiful job, I know it. We're going to take the twist to the other side. Plant the right hand down. Left hand to the sky. Hug the hips. Lengthen, open the chest. Extend fingertip to fingertip. Beautiful. If you want to take prayer twist, right elbow across the left knee, stack the hands. Hands plant down, step it forward. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen it out here. Exhale and fold. Beautiful. Plant the hands down. If you're using blocks or books, that's perfect too. We're going to bend the right leg. Plant the right hand in center. Sweep the left hand to the sky. Long side bodies. Open this hip. Long spine, open your heart. And change. Bending the left knee, plant the left hand, sweep the right hand to the sky. Belly button in. So we're getting it down the outside, the IT band. Great for those runners, bikers. Anybody with a tight IT band? Open the heart space. Exhale, top hand down, let it go. Heel toe the feet out wide to the edges of the mat. Turn the toes out. Inhale all the way up, long spine. Keeping your balance. Exhale, slide down an imaginary wall right into Malasana, squat pose. You can walk the heels and feet into place. They're not stuck. Elbows inside the knees. Lift up through the crown. Release the belly button. Release the hips. Inhales and exhales. So I have to admit I've logged a little bit more couch time than I'd like to, especially on these days that aren't so great for getting outside, but this is where I notice it is the hips, right? They tighten up, it gets into the low back. So a couple options here. We're going to stay here just a short bit longer. So hang out if you can. If your heels aren't quite to the ground, you can put a blanket under your heels. But we're going to drop the left shoulder, and this is just an option. Left shoulder inside the left knee. Wrap this arm around. Take your right arm to your back. You can grab your pants, shirt, maybe your other fingers. Lengthen out. Just rotating the spine, opening the shoulders, reaching through the crown. Opening those shoulders a little bit. Good, bring it back to center. Elbows to the knees, hands come down so that your wrists are in between your elbows. We're going to go to the other side. Drop the right shoulder down. We're sweeping that arm around so the thumb goes down and in. Left hand back. Lengthen tall through the crown. Bring it back to center. One more time. Press those knees open. Reach through the crown and root through the tailbone. Beautiful. Okay. Plant the hands. Square the feet. Edges of the feet parallel. Lift those hips. Let it go. Good. Inhale, half lift. Heel toe those feet in. To hip distance, they're not going to be touching. Take a half lift, hands to the shins. Soft bend to the knees, really lift the tailbone, reach the crown forward, and exhale, let it go. Plant the hands down. If it feels comfortable, we're going to balance into the left foot, lift the right leg back. Doesn't have to go high. Good. We're just going to do a little kind of a squat curl. So we're going to draw this right knee in behind the left knee and just kind of curl it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lengthen. Let's try a couple more. Exhale. Just gazing down at your mat. 2 more. Feel free to hang in forward fold if you need to finish. Last one. Extend it up and bring that foot down. Forward fold. Hands, fingers tuck into the elbow creases and let it be. Maybe a little sway. Softness to the knees. Good. Plant the hands again. Weight into the right foot. Lift that left leg. Exhale, curl it in. Left knee tucks behind the right knee. Little bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. We're lowering the sit bones as well. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower through the entire exhale. 1 more. I think we got a bonus one on this side maybe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring that foot down. Let it go. Uttanasana. Beautiful job. Let it hang out here. Feel free to sway side to side. Beautiful. Plant the hands. Right foot steps back. We're going to shift the weight into the back leg. Lift those front toes and start to bend in that back knee. Stretching it out like you're sitting in a chair with your left leg long. Good. Rock it forward. Right foot steps forward. Let it go. Bring it all the way up. Reverse the swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shoulders on the back. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Left leg steps back. The left leg bends, keeping that right leg straight like you're sitting back in a chair. Walk the hands back. Good. Walk it forward. Left foot forward. Let it go. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Bring it forward into plank. See if you can lift those right toes a little higher. Place them down. Left toes a little higher. Bring it down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale. Step it between the hands and we're going to turn to face the long edge of your mat. Good. We're going to sit down into a side squat. So you can be sitting on your heel, you can be on your toes, or you might be working into a flat foot. It's all just where your body is, what is going on today, you know? So don't let your mind control it. Let yourself move there through what you're feeling, okay? So we're just going to hang out here, whether you're hands down on toes, hands down lifted through the chest. Maybe you practice bringing your hands in, one at a time maybe. Good. Beautiful. Just opening this inner thigh. Plant the hands, we're going to shift it. Take the feet parallel, hang out here in the middle for a moment, drop your head to the floor. Let go. Inhale, half lift and shift the hips over to the right side. Again, maybe you sit on your heel. Maybe you work on coming to a flat foot. The main thing is that you're getting a stretch here. That's what matters, not what it looks like. The left toes are turned up to the sky. We're also working on some balance. Maybe hands are planted, maybe one, maybe two to heart center. So we get more out of less. And what I mean by that is the less efforting, forcing, or trying, the more that our body will open up. If you go to that place where you can breathe, where you're not kind of shaking or resisting, then the body can open. Good. Walk it through center, feet parallel. Good. Inhale, half lift. Open the arms to a T. Belly button in, reaching crown to tail, just working on some core here. And as we lift, we're going to raise the arms overhead. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Let's come to the floor. So let's come to the front of the mat. Step it back. Lower through. Take a moment in Cobra. Upward facing, Sphinx, where you're down on your forearms. Whatever little back bend feels good to you right now. Drop the shoulders. Lift the heart. Come down. Press it back. Child's pose. Open that lower back space. Beautiful. Bring it forward, sitting up. We're going to open up to the long side of your mat. If you want to sit on a blanket, you can. So a little wide angle pose. Doesn't have to be super wide. It's your wide angle pose. You might want to lift the flesh straight back. Just give you a little tilt to the pelvis. Again, you can sit on a blanket. If you do use a blanket, sit on the very edge so that you're almost coming off the front of the blanket, and it just kind of lifts the flesh of the glutes and tips the pelvis forward. Supports the spine. So bring those hands down, long spine. And with each exhale, we're just going to move towards the earth. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales, just melt the heart towards the earth. If you had a beautiful Earth Day the other day, there was so much healing happening, so much positive focus on Mother Earth. It's what she needs right now. If we support her, she will support us. Continuing to melt towards Mother Earth with your exhales. Soften the knees and the kneecaps again. No forcing, no pushing. Inhale to bring it up. We're going to rotate towards that right leg and do the same. We're just kind of lengthen on the inhales. Exhales to melt. I love using the word melt because to me it is the complete opposite of any kind of force, any kind of trying. So we're still lengthening out the crown. There's an energetic pull, but the exhales just bring you down gently. Elbows in, shoulders back. There's an opening here over the left kidneys. Releasing of stress. Good. Staying with your chest close to the earth. We're going to walk it through center. Pausing in center, rise up. Shoulders up, back and down. Rotating to the left. Now just take a few breaths here. We just need to acclimate to rotating the other way. And on an exhale, begin your fold. Folding at the hips. Again, lengthening through the crown of the head. Melting down. Soften the kneecaps. Maybe a gentle press through the ball of this left big toe. A lowering of the right shoulder. Keeping the chest low to the earth, walk it to center. Just take a moment here, just observing if you're any lower than you were before, closer to the earth. If there's any more comfort in where you are. Deep inhales, long exhales. Bring it up. Shoulders back and down. Helping the knees in, but using a little bit of leg strength. See with straight legs if you can sweep that right leg around to the front of your mat. Or the left if you opened up the other way. So we're going to walk those sit bones back. Again, you can draw that flesh back, just getting a nice connection to sit bones to earth. Draw the toes back. Inhale, arms up. Shoulders drop into their sockets. Hands find heart center. And then melt to the earth, walk it forward. Taking hold, the shins, the ankles, the toes. Let's take 5 breaths here together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhales will melt us. Shoulders in their sockets. Let go of the kneecaps and the knees. Belly button to the spine. See if you can soften the entire lower body right now. Drawing the crown of the head towards the toes. Slowly begin to rise on the inhales, long spine, draw the hands back. Beautiful. Let's take a twist. Bring this right leg in, step it across the left. Good. The leg can stay extended, or you can tuck the left heel to the right hip. Good. So either one is perfectly fine. Planting the right hand. Inhale left. Exhale, hook that left elbow, twist to the right. Shoulders down, chin to the shoulder. Relax the hips. Relax the spine, everything in your center. Slowly begin to release. Take it all the way to the left. Take a little bow. Plant the hands. Beautiful. Go ahead and take this right leg on across the top, working towards stacking the knees. Just lifting those sit bones, maybe reconnecting. Great place to sit on a block or a blanket. Lifting up tall. This might be enough for getting into those hips. If you want a little bit more, walk it forward. Long spine. Leading with the heart. Soften the knees, the hips. We start to expand our comfort zone. Expand our edges. Maybe your heart rests on your knees. Maybe the head releases to the floor. Breathing deeply into the hips. Back side of these glutes. Right into that spot. Inhale it tall. So I miss being with you in person because this would have been a time I might have come around and put an elbow right in that spot for you, for that extra little bit of release. So take those knees apart. Rocking the knees side to side. Beautiful. Extending the right leg to start. Stepping the left leg over top. And again, you can stay leg extended for your twist. Or you can tuck the right heel to the left sit bone. Plant the left hand. Inhale up the right arm. Exhale, elbow hooks, twist. Relax the sit bones, the jaw, the forehead. Belly button to the spine. Taking the twist a little further on the exhales. Slowly release, bring the hands all the way over to the right, long spine, take a little bow. Bring it up. Sliding that left leg on across the top, working towards stacking the knees. It's okay if they're not right now. Just be with where they are. Sitting up tall in the spine. And start to walk yourself forward. Lowering the heart towards the earth, elbows in. Feeling it deep in that left hip. Inhale it up tall. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Slowly take those feet apart. Plant the hands. Drop the knees. I think we're ready for one more hip. So we're going to put the left leg underneath, right leg on top for double pigeon. Double pigeon or fire log pose. Ankles are stacked to the knees, working on that. And there might be space here, and that's okay, or you can prop it, a blanket or a block, and sitting up tall. Right here, just starting to let the knees drop, letting the hips kind of rolling open in their sockets. If there's room to go further, walk the hands forward, continue to keep that long spine. And soften the hips. We're getting deep into the glutes. So there's a lot of things that connect to the tailbone, a lot of things that connect to the sacrum, that bottom V of our spine. And sometimes that can get really tight. If you've ever injured this place, you know it's really painful. And it takes a long time to recover, it seems like. So slowly and gently, we can work into this space. Slowly and gently with compassion. And just taking it just a step further when it feels right. Maybe a little bit lower. A little deeper breath. And bring it back up. And because we need to be balanced, we're going to do the other side. Just get into those hips. Take the knee rocks that you need and then place that right shin down, left leg on top, and just observe. Maybe tighter, maybe easier. Just noticing. So again, you can sit up tall or you can bring it forward. But listen to your body. What's right on one side might not be right on the other. Stay with your breath. option here to play with. If you want to add in a little twist, and this is feeling pretty comfortable, bringing this left elbow into the arch of your left foot and moving into prayer. Lengthening the spine. Feels kind of good on your foot, a little pressure there into the arch. And you can play with maybe doing the other side after class if you like this. Plant that right hand down, bring it up tall. Unwind, extend the legs out this time, give them a shake, rock it all the way into the hips. Just a few breaths. Just noticing how you're feeling. We're going to move forward and roll down. I like to have an inversion today in class. So the option here, if you want to go to a wall at this point for legs up the wall, you can do that. You can lay right here on your mat with your legs in an L shape using a support, maybe a strap, or just holding onto the backs of the thighs like this. Or we're going to go into shoulder stand. All of them are perfectly good inversions, just depending on what works for you today. So shoulder stand if you would like to go there. And I just want to say really quickly about legs up the wall. Imagine the wall right here, sitting with one hip as close to the wall as you can. You're going to roll down onto elbows, swing those legs up, maybe just kind of scoot the bottom to the wall and lay down. And that's a really great way to get in nice and close so that you can get length in your hamstrings. If you're going to go into shoulder stand and you're not already there, you're going to rock back, hands on the low back, walk the elbows towards one another, look straight up at the sky because we're on the neck, and extend the legs. Bring those ankles above the hips, so straight up. If you feel a little bit more flexible in the back and shoulders, you can walk the hands up the back further. We're just going to stay here for about 5 breaths. Inversions are an opportunity to reverse gravity, not only on our physical outside, but on our physical inside. So blood and lymph come from the toes back to the heart without a lot of effort. We flip our digestive fire. So if you're having trouble with elimination or tummy troubles, sometimes things can be kind of burned up again, as they say in our digestion, and maybe we'll move out a little easier. Sometimes things get clogged. We're going to exhale those feet overhead and plow. If that's comfortable, lowering the hips. Maybe the toes come to touch, maybe not today. Draw that belly button in. Slowly bring the legs back up tall. Lowering the knees towards the nose. Rolling down. One vertebrae at a time. See how slow you can bring it down. Hug those knees in. Rock side to side. A little reverse here just on the neck. We don't have to go too far. Step the feet in. Plant the hands, fingertips towards the body. Reverse table. Lift those hips. And how we add the neck in is you can let it fall back. Just give it a moment here. Chin to the chest, lower the bottom down. Extend the legs. Bring the arms out. You can bend the knees up if you want a little bit. We're going to roll it down. We're going to move into Shavasana. Start to roll down, lift it up. Roll it down almost to the floor, low back touches. Bring it up. And go all the way down. Take a full body stretch. Reach the hands, reach the toes. Exhale it out. One more, reach it out. Fill up the body with air, life, prana. Oxygen to all the cells. Exhale, let it go. And as you do, allow those arms to gently make their way down along the sides of the body. Tuck the shoulder blades. Relax the ankles, the knees, and the toes, the hips. Release the palms of the hands. Big breath in the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Slowly closing the eyes, if that's comfortable, softening your gaze. If you want to support the knees, the head, or cover with a blanket, you may totally do that. I invite you to just be right here in your body. You tap into the subtle humming or buzz of your own energy. Can you soften across the eyebrows, the cheeks, and the jaw? Allow the shoulders to drop back to the earth. Just soften through the mind and the breath any areas that you come across in your body. Can you stay present in the now? Letting go of the past, not yet moving into the future. Right here. All of the power lies in the present moment. The best and only time to do anything is now. Slowly and gently draw the breath in through the nose and let it fill you up all the way to the edges of your skin. Every nook and cranny, every finger and every toe, to the tips of your ears. begin to feel how amazingly, incredibly awesome you are. Letting go of our judgments for today. Letting go of your limiting thoughts, beliefs, and patterns for today. Each moment is a moment to start fresh. Beginning to move to the right side of your body gently. To take a moment there to fully inhale. And on an exhale, the one that you feel ready, allow it to bring you to a comfortable seat on the following inhale. Hands to heart center. There's so much beauty in a day, in a moment, in an hour. May your eyes be open today to all of it. The divine light in me is the same beautiful divine light within you. We are one. Allow your energy to nurture and contribute to the whole of existence, where everything you do matters. With love, namaste. Thank you all so much for being here today on this beautiful Friday. It was a little cloudy when we started, so proof of what your energy can do on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. I hope you have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful weekend. And again, please reach out with anything you would like to see, anything you would like to do, any questions you have, anything. I love conversing, talking, messaging. I'm here. I love it. So let's stay in communication. Thank you so much. And I'll hang out for a few.